from Southern Bits. I'm going to be doing a review for the new edition of the Infestation series of the game NewZ. Now, if you're not familiar with the series, this is a game that actually started back as War Z back in October of 2012, and then it switched over to Infestation Survivor Stories. It was created to compete with the game DayZ, which was a zombie survival shooter, which is always kind of all alone and practically killing the market at the time. I won't get into all the gory details, but basically the first couple of games died to lack of support, greed, and pretty much unbearable play due to hackers. Now, ironically, this version is developed by Fredikakis AB, who made cheats for the previous versions of the game. Once the other titles died to lack of support, he took over to build a game the community would love and make it hacker-free. At its core, Infestation New Z is an MMO survival zombie shooter that plans to offer various game modes. Currently, you can join the servers for a traditional survival experience on 3 different maps. The maps are Colorado versions 1 and 2. People that are familiar with the other versions of War Z will know Colorado version 1. Version 2 and Cali are new maps that were added and are some, I believe, premium maps. Or you can also queue up for a Battle Royale mode up to against 100 other players. You're probably asking yourself, what's new in this edition? It's the 3rd version of this Infestation/War Z game. What could possibly be better? Well, this version will offer you new maps, like I mentioned earlier. You get new modes, which they plan on adding a survival, and you do have the Battle Royale mode now. There's a lot more loot on the servers. Before, it would take you forever to find a gun, and it made it really painful whenever you died. So it's very nice that you can go into a town and pick up 3 or 4 different guns, and if you die, it's not that big of a deal. You can always get more. The cash shop items just seem to be significantly cheaper than previous versions of the game. The private servers are a lot cheaper. They have a lot more options to lower the price or increase the price depending on your needs. They now seem to offer an MLG anti-cheat as well. This is supposed to be their way, something that cannot be bypassed, and they will always be able to detect the hackers. I find that really hard to believe. Being a PC game, someone will always find a way. But I like to see what they're doing here, and I mean, considering the game is developed by someone who made hacks for the previous version, it leads me to believe they kind of have a general idea of how to prevent these things from ruining our experience. Now, the difficulty of this game, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to put into words, because if you've played the previous games and you know the control scheme, you know how you want to jump, you know how you have to lay out the interface, versus the newer ones, which are a lot easier to use, like H1Z1, it can be rather intimidating at first. It's a pretty high learning curve. But once you pick up the general buttons and general layout of everything, it's not too bad at all. Once you learn everything, it's actually a lot of fun to play. You'll notice that the movement will be a little bit slow compared to some of the other games, like one of the more popular titles, H1Z1 King of the Kill, but the PvP is really, really fast-paced. Not dying heavily relies on reaction time, getting to cover, and knowing your meds. There's a lot of different options to choose from when it comes from painkillers, antibiotics, bandages DX, medkits, and the list goes on. You have a lot of different food items you need to consume that can help your hunger, which will help keep your stamina up. A lot of different things to know when it comes to this type of game. But then again, it is a zombie survival type of game, so it's that goes along with it, where we're put into a world post-apocalyptic zombie situation. Now to the most important question. Is it worth a play? Now for this, I would say absolutely yes. NewZ is a free-to-play. It doesn't cost you anything, and that offers a lot at that price tag. There is a cash shop, but it does not put you at a disadvantage if you do not want to use it. Everything can be attained through looting in the world and easily saved to your global inventory. Don't get frustrated if you get killed on your first spawn. People are thirsty and you need your Coke. Thanks for watching my video. If you liked it, please like below and hit that subscribe button.